Welcome to my YouTube channel. So in today's video I am going to teach you how you are going to create a Fiverr gig that actually we sell and we actually get more orders. So all right, before we go into this video, please make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, like, comment, and turn on the notification bell so that whenever I post a video or similar content, you will be the first to be notified. Let's get into this video. So in creating a Fiverr gig, first of all, you have to log into Fiverr. You just go to your browser and type www.fiverr.com and it will take you directly to a page that looks like this. So in case you cannot do it, I have a link in the description of this video where you can just go directly to Fiverr. So when you get there, you see a page like this. If that's your first time, you simply come here and click on join, and once you click on join, it will ask you whether you continue with Facebook, you have to continue with your Google, or continue to Apple, or you have to put in your email. So put in your email and follow the process and just sign up. Or if you have been a member there, you just have to click here and then you sign in. So as you can see, I have accounts already, so I'm just going to sign into Fiverr. So when we sign in, this is what Fiverr will look like. And when you come here, you can see different categories: graphic design, digital marketing, writing and translation, video admin. So the next thing you have to do is to go and set up your profile. So you are going to see here, you click on this place where you are going to see your profile. So you go ahead and set up your profile, get a good professional looking picture, put it there, then write your country, your date of birth, and the rest. Then put a perfect description of what you do. Then also your language and the rest. So when this is done, then it is now time for you to create your gig. So in creating your gig, there are things you need to consider. For example, when you look at this, you can see here, if I go down here, you can see this is what a gig looks like. All these are gigs by different people from different fields, and if you keep going down, you keep seeing them from different fields. So you can create a gig in any niche that you are into. But before you do that, I want to advise you that you have to choose a niche that is less competitive. This, for example, how do you know a niche that is more competitive and the one that is less competitive? And that is when I'm going to introduce you to what is called Fiverlytics. Now Fiverlytics is a keyword analyzer that will allow you to know the number of gigs that is in a particular niche. For example, let's say we want to check the number of gigs that have been created under graphics and designs. We just have to log into Fiverlytics. This is how it looks like. We have to come here and then go to keyword analytics. So when we get here and we type in graphics, we type in graphics and say analyze keyword. So again, all right, I said I'll log in to remember the keyword, please. Okay, let's say we type in video editing, and we say analyze keyword. And then as you can see in video editing, we have a total of 37,144 gigs. So, and we have 7 pro sellers and 2 studios that are offering this service, which actually means that your probability of you getting an order here when you create a gig under video editing is a chance of 1 to 1,000, because there are much people under this gig. So let's search something like let's say the one I want to create now for the purpose of this video, sales copy. As you can see, is already here. So let's search sales copy. Let's see how many gigs that have been created under sales copy. So let's see. So as you can see, under sales copy we only have 1,971 gigs. So the chances of me getting order when I compare these two different niches, video editing and sales copy. As you can see, I have chances of getting order in sales copy. So I'm just going to go ahead and create a gig under sales copy. So in creating your gig, the first thing you have to do, you have to come here where they say switch to selling. So you are going to switch to the sellers mode. That is where you will be able to create, because right now you are like a buyer. So these are services. I'm like a buyer here. These are services from people. So I'm just going to switch to selling mode. So that's where so as you can see here, in selling mode. As you can see, this is the dashboard. Active order 0, none. So I'm going to come over here where it's written gigs, and I'm going to click on it. And now what happens is that if you have never created a gig, here will be blank. But if you already have a gig that is existing, you will see it here. So for the purpose of this, we are just going to come here and say create a new gig. So when we click on create a new gig, it starts. So this is what will come outside. So we are going to fill in all these places, starting from the overview of our gig. After that one, we'll go to the next step, which is pricing. Then from there, we'll go to description and frequently asked questions. Then the requirements, then gallery, and then publish our gig. So the first thing is your gig title. So as you can see, Fiverr will tell you they'll not tell you to do something. So let's say I will create a sell, I'll create a sales copy that sells. So it is always good for you to keep your gig title short and precise. The reason why you need to keep it short and precise is that once somebody clicks on your gig, or your gig appears before people, the thumbnail, they should be able to see everything or what you have to offer. So you don't have to go and write long thing. I can create a professional looking. No, those are not really necessary. Just go straight to what you want to do. Then after that, you are going to select a category. Remember, you have different categories. You have graphics design, you have video editing. So you are going to select a category in which what you are about to create a gig on falls into. So under our own, it falls under the category of writing and translation. So I'm just going to choose it. Then I'll select a subcategory of, let me see, okay, I have a make copy here, I have sales copy. So I'll just click on it, and that is it. So we'll now go to the next phase, which is language. I'll have to hear. So for you to do this, you are going to choose at least 2 languages. So I'm going to choose English. That's the language you are going to actually use to communicate on gig. Let's say this is writing, so I should be able to write in English language, and I'm just going to choose the second one, Nigerian, because I'm from Nigeria. So, and that is it. Then the next is search tags. So in this search tags is like the keywords. So what will people search on Fiverr so that your gig will appear before them? So in this case, we are just going, since we are writing about sales copy, we can check something like sales, so online sales. So let's use online sale as a keyword. So anybody that searches online sale, our gig will probably appear to these people. So let's check just normal sales, or just sales. Then let's check marketing, since this is actually mostly related to marketing. So let's just put internet marketing. Okay, so they said 5 tags minimum, so you can write up to 5 different keywords that they can search on. So once this is done, you have to save your gig and continue. So the next stage is pricing. So in this next stage, this is where you are going to actually put a price tag for the services you are going to render to people. For example, I'm writing a sales copy. For how much am I writing this sales copy for? So in this case, Fiverr gives you 3 categories. The first one is the basic. The second category is the standard. The third one is the premium. So you just have to fill in the name of your package under basic. Let's say this basic, we can just say sales let's say sales magnets. I'm just using any random name, so don't mind me. Then understand that uh let's say sales honey. Then let's say under premium, we can call it gold mine. So you see, so we have successfully given each of our pricing packages name. So you will have to describe in details the offer you are giving. So under the basic plan, we have to describe what it entails here. So we can just say a sales copy that we just I just want it to look for you to understand what I'm saying. That way you can say anything, you can just be able to describe the type of package you are giving for this offer. So I'm just simply going to just make sure I fill in the same thing here, because you must fill all these fields before Fiverr can take you to the next stage. So you can go ahead and describe each of these your pricing plans, describe it depending on how much you are going to charge and what you can offer to these people. So after that, the next stage will now be your delivery time. So for if you are writing for a basic, what duration can you deliver? So here you can see 1 day delivery, 2 days delivery, 3 days delivery. For a start, I will always advise that for every basic plan, depending on the service you are rendering, just choose anything from 3 days upwards. So I'm just going to choose 3 days delivery for a basic plan. Then for standard plan, I will choose 5 days delivery. Then for premium, I will choose just a week. So that is it. Then next thing is what's included. So since I'm writing, of course, uh, I'm going to actually need how many words am I writing under my basic plans. How many words will the sales copy contain? So under my, I'm just going to put let's say let's say 90 words under the basic plan. Then let's say here, let's impute something more. Let's impute something more. Let's say 122. Don't mind me. So then under the premium, we might actually put something more. So let's say 100 and even 60. Okay, let's say 60 or 61. So that's it. Then focus keywords under this sales copy. How many of the focus keywords is going to appear in the write-up? So for the basic plan, you may just want to put one of their focus keywords. Then under the standard plan, you may just put 2 or 3, depending. Everything is on your accord. You can choose what to do or what not to do. Then here you can decide to put 3 focus keywords. Okay. Then competitive research. Now this competitive research is after writing, are these people permitted to actually go and check out if there was plagiarism or whatever this? Are they permitted to go and make external researches on what you have written? So you are just going to tick all of them. Yes, yes. So they are free to do that. Then the next one is revision. After you must have written and maybe the person is not satisfied, how many times can you review the work? So here you may just choose, if you want to review it, fine. But it's always advisable you do, so that you have a good customer relationship. So you can just choose one review. This for the purpose of video, I'm just going to choose one review. Depending on your schedule, you can decide to even review it as many times as you want. Then the next is pricing. So for each of these your pricing plan, for the basic plan, how much are you going to charge? I always advise for a start, you should start with $5 for a start. So when you start with $5 for your basic plan, I think that's the least from Fiverr. You will not do it, because for each order that is completed, Fiverr takes 20%. So if you charge $5, Fiverr will probably take 20% of $5, which will leave you something with like $4 or so. So then maybe in your standard plan, that is where you can now charge more. So here we can even say $45 for our standard. Then for our premium, which is almost like the best of our package, we can go ahead and charge something higher. Let's say $90. So, and I think with this, our pricing is almost coming to an end. So here is where you can add extra services. So in this place, if you want to add additional word, you have to tell the person, you have to put it in your gig too, so that you will charge additional, let's say $5 for an additional 100 words, depending. So, but I'm not going to do that in this video so that we save time. So I'm just going to take extra fast delivery, the same thing here. So in case, let's say the person wanted, you put 3 days for a basic plan, and this person just wants it to be delivered in just 2 days or even in a day. So extra fast delivery, you are going to charge extra for it. So this is where you set it up to. But I'm still going to uncheck that. I don't need that additional focus keyword. Is the same thing. So let's just uncheck it and continue with this video. So we'll save and continue to the next stage. So in the next stage is description and frequently asked questions. So this description of your gig is the second most important thing in your gig. I'm going to explain it. What it means is that the description of your gig is what people will look at after they must have looked at what is called your thumbnail. I'm going to explain that when we reach gallery. That's where I'm going to explain what your thumbnail look like. So your description is second most important thing people look at for in your gig. So you are going to spend out time to actually describe the type of offer you are going to give to the person. Take your time, describe your gig. You are writing a sales copy, describe your experiences as a copywriter, how you have been able to write. You can just, it's like, here is where you persuade people to the person to actually place the order. So you are going to write as much as you can, but for this video I will not waste time, so I'm just going to copy some random text and put here. So but if you want to learn how to write a description of this, I am actually going to make a video on that. So I'm just going to copy a random text here, and I am going to put it, here. So if you want to learn how to write a good description, then I'm going to make another video, or how you can write a good sales copy description of your Fiverr gig. That is if you are creating a Fiverr gig, or even if you are creating any other gig, I will still, you follow the same pattern. You are still going to write a good description. So after that, the next is you are going to write frequently asked questions. For example, these your customers, they might actually have some questions that they would like to ask. So it's like you are answering their questions in anticipation. So for instance, I'm writing about sales copy, and I presume that my customers may likely ask me if they can actually share this with their friends. So can I share the work with someone else? So this is just a random question, so don't look at me. So I'll just give my answer yes. So depending on, you can say no depending on the type of question you will be expecting from them. So you just ask the question you already know they're going to ask, then give them the answer, then add it here. So once you add it here, what will happen is that in your gig it is going to appear like that. So when they see the question, they will just go and read the answer already. So they already know the answer to the question, and they will be cleared. Then after that, we have to save and continue to the next stage. So the next stage is now requirement. This place is where you get all the things you will need to render the services to your customer. So let's say here you want them to actually describe the type of sales copy they want. Sales copy on what? Let's say they are selling shoes, so you can say description of products. Description. So you can tell them to give you a description of the product. Just go ahead and ask questions of all the things you need. For example, you are doing graphics and maybe this thing they ask you put up a gig. Now you are going to ask them, is it logo you want to do or flyer or the rest? So you just go ahead and this time around is like it's your own question to them, so they will feed you with all the information you need. So here you are going to see get it in form of, so the answers, how do you get it? Do you get it in form of free text, multiple choice or attachment? So anyone you choose, they are going to answer it like that. Then you add it. So after that you save and continue. The next part is your gallery. Your gallery. So this is the first important part of your gig, just like I said, because when I showed you in the beginning this. So all these you are seeing, these pictures are what they call thumbnails. So all these pictures here are thumbnails. So this is the first thing somebody looks at before the person will even come and read uh, what you are going to offer the person. So the person reads it first. So that is why this is very important. So it is at this stage that you are going to put a picture that will represent your gig. So you can put picture, you can put video, you can put even documents. Let's say you have a work already, you can put in the documents there. So how do you do it? You have to create one thumbnail for yourself, and the easier way to do it, you have to go to Canva. Canva is an online design software. So you just have to go to Canva, and there you just go to the search bar and write thumbnail, thumbnail, and once you write thumbnail, you are going to see, once you write thumbnail, it's going to appear here. So from here you can design your thumbnail. So I already have a pre-designed something. So once you write thumbnail and click on it, it will take you to the place you are going to do the design. So here I have done the design already to save us time. So you are just going to take your time, design everything you want, and make sure that your picture is in the design, because all the thumbnails in Fiverr gigs that have pictures have the higher possibility of getting order faster. So make sure that you have your picture included in the thumbnail. So after your design, you just have to come here, click download, then go ahead and download it. So I'll just click on download here, and as you can see, it will to actually download to my system. So so once okay, so I'm just going to save it here, and and is downloaded. So once it's downloaded, I'll go back to my Fiverr gig where I'm doing design, and then I'll come here and upload the image. So I'm just going to drag it here and I will drop it. So I'm just going to drag it and upload it. So let's wait while it uploads. So after it has uploaded, so the next thing we just have to save and we'll continue. So after we have saved and continue, then this is the final step before we create our gig. So here they're going to tell you to complete the following requirement to start selling. So you are going to actually test your skill in whatever field you are creating a gig on. So me, I've already taken this test before. So if you are creating a gig about writing, they will test you on your English proficiency. So they are going to ask you at least 40 questions, objective 40 questions for you to answer. So you are going to answer them, and you must answer all the questions. At least you must get 70% correctly before they can approve your gig. So once you reach this stage, you are going to click on the test and take the test before you continue, and after it will bring you back here and you will now see publish your gig. So we'll just go ahead, since I've taken the test already, I will just go ahead and publish my gig. And as you can see, you see your gig is open for business. So here I can decide to now copy the link. This is the link to my gig, and share to my friends on Facebook, on LinkedIn, on Twitter, and anywhere I want. So once you are done, then how do you look at your gig? So you can just come here and check gigs, So once you check, open here gigs, and you can see this is the gig we just created. So here we can monitor impressions. That's how many times it appeared before people clicks, people that clicked on the gig, then orders, people that order, then people that maybe cancelled after ordering. So if you actually made a mistake while creating, you can come here to edit. So but let's preview it first. So we can preview the gig here, and this is what our gig looks like. I'll create a sales copy that says, so look at our gig sales magnet, and this 3 days delivery, one revision, up to 90 words, up to one focus. As you can see, this is how it is. So look at a description of our gig, but don't mind the write up. I just wrote a random copy. So I believe this has really helped you, and you have learned how to create your Fiverr gig today. So please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, like this video, comment, and most importantly, turn on the notification bell so that whenever we post a video of similar content, you will be the first to get notified. Bye, and see you in my next video.